today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Check 59.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Here we go.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Cowboy 80. 59. Check. Mike.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
You crazy, boy. You crazy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Hey, let's go.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Panther 60. 29.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Watch a slant.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go!
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 59. I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and this is now a 1-point game. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
I got you.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's no...
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Patterson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line, I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
Let's go.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And all the way down to the 26. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
55's my guy, 55.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Going up top, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And oh, he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
Right here.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. LA set to take over again on offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now they try the right side here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Let me play, dog. Let me play.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pick. Up of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cordero Patterson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, LA. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Falcons ready to take over. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Tighten down, tighten down. There you go.
Looks for Beckham again. This time he finds him. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. What's that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. A nice throw there by the second. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to take another shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 55 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and run. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution, it's not just performance, it's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That's it, baby.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop him.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I'm coming.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 23, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he'll bang that one through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Get ready.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
59. Watch the run.
They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put a...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he puts it through. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for LA, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.